Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GORE
hour. Uh-oh. Well, we lost our guest.
42, and our guest seems to be doing a magic trick. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Here she comes. Here she goes.
Episode 42. Welcome back to our podcast, the GORE Hour. I'm Absinthe Widow. That's Chaotica. This is E-Rock. Today we have a very special guest with us. It's one of our newest fiends. Everybody, please welcome Sunni Sweettooth.
Yay! Hi! I'm so excited.
How are you, my dear?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Well, we're still, breaking down real close to Christmas. We're still doing a lot of prepping and trying to get everything done and making sure that we check our lists twice so we don't miss anybody.
Right.
But other than that, I've been working my ass off. He's been working his ass off. She's been working her ass off. We're just trying to make it, to the end of the holidays. I'm looking forward to New Year's personally, right, Chaotica?
New slate, new ideas, new content, new everything. Just a clean slate.
Whole new year, new slate, new adventures for the gorgeous girls. Keep in mind that your gorgeous girls are going to be adding new conventions to our roster. So we are expanding and climbing that ladder, and we're getting out there. So you guys can look forward to that, and we will be announcing things eventually. Just be patient and bear with us. But yes, we are gearing up to do amazing things this year. And speaking of Christmas, are you on the naughty or nice list, Sunni?
I don't know. I would assume that I'm on the nice list because I'm so sweet. But I mean, if they watch the Scare Fest video, I was being a little naughty in that video, shaking my butt at the camera.
So that face says everything about innocence. But I think some of us that have been around, that you're quite the naughty little thing. You're a little naughty little imp.
Agreed.
I just like
her audience. She lures her audience in with candy and then goes for the kill.
That's so funny that you say that because I actually have a whole thing of candy right here.
Holy crap.
Well, she lives by the game. That's awesome.
With that being said, Sunni, you were recently have been adopted by the GG family. I've got a couple questions for you. One is, how long have you been modeling?
I've done stuff in like high school for like my friends, like their personal photography and stuff. But I would say that this is my first time. Like I just now starting with the Gorgeous Girls. This is my first time ever really getting into modeling, like in a more professional level.
Gotcha.
Yep. So how did you get started with us? How did you find out about us?
So that's actually a really funny story. So back in 2022, we were at Carnage Halfway Haunt, and I do a special skill called sliding. I'm a haunt actor. I'm very involved in the haunt industry. So I happened to be at this, and I was doing my thing in my neon green fishnet with my black bra and my booty shorts on, just having the time of my life, screaming. And all of a sudden, this sexy woman in a nurse costume comes running up to me and gives me a business card and goes, "You're so hot, we need you." And then ran away. And I was just like, okay. So I applied. Yeah, so I applied probably about a month later, and I just got a response.
He asked who was the sexy nurse.
I don't know. I just remember.
Remember who was a nurse that day?
I just remember this really sexy woman running up to me in like a very bloody nurse costume.
Could have been cyanide.
No,
she wasn't there.
Carnage Haunted House.
Oh,
cyanide wasn't there. We had Zoll.
She wasn't a nurse though. And she showed up later.
Chaotica, you were there. What were you dressed up in?
A bloody nurse.
Well, there you go.
Problems are mystery solved. It was you.
But
That's
I
it.
mean, she said sexy. I'm like, I don't think I look
You're
sexy.
now, come on.
Yeah, I've seen your
I
ass.
guess you the fuck are.
Right. So
Well, I appreciate that. But I'm
Now
so
that-
glad you did join us.
I am too.
yeah, but now that the mystery of that is solved, you went into saying that there was a slight delay in you being accepted.
Yes.
I don't know why that happened, but
No,
explain.
yeah. But it was just really funny because actually probably a week prior to E-Rock messaging me, I was literally talking to some of my friends about it. I was like, yeah, I applied to this modeling company, and they specialize in like sexy, like horror and everything like that and all this stuff. And I was thinking about reaching out, but I just wasn't sure because at the time I had just taken on so many things that I wasn't sure how much time I was going to need to devote and everything. But you guys have been so amazing working with my schedule and like everything, and I've always really appreciated that. So
Yeah, I was going through emails and stuff because I got to weed stuff out, and then I clicked on this email from you, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, when I'm like scrolling through it, I'm like, well, that one kind of slipped through the cracks. I was like, are you still interested a year later?
yes, of
Wow,
course.
a year later.
Pretty
Jesus.
much. Yeah.
E-Rock.
I can't say the
She
same.
got lost in the shuffle.
As soon as I applied, I guess it worked out because he must have been like literally recruiting at that very time. So as soon as I got in contact, I got a response right the fuck back. Like I'm like, whoa, I need to think of this and make sure he's not a robot because that was way too quick.
And
Yeah.
that brings up a very, very a good point, Sunny. You bring up a very excellent point. Is a lot of girls do apply, and sometimes E-Rec does have to go through them and make sure that they are who they are, so that somebody's image isn't being stolen. But with that being said, it does take a hot minute to get accepted. But can you tell the girls that might want to be a GG, the things that you have to do to become, as a fiend and become a GG? I mean, a lot of girls don't realize the amount of work that it takes to do this.
Yeah, no, it does take a lot of work because you want to have different like photos, you want to do different things, you want to figure out what your comfortability level is. Like I know when I started, I was full, like I did not want anything to be seen, and then like slowly I kind of like became more open and stuff, and now like I'm starting next year, I will be starting to do full nude shoots and everything, so stay tuned for that. But it definitely, you want to have a wide portfolio of things from like my understanding, and it takes time to come up with all of that, and like everybody is so creative that you want to have your own original thing, so you really have to think through everything that you do. So like when I started out, like I was like, well, what's something that I love? Well, I love candy. I'm a big sweets person. I'm a super smiley person. And I was like, oh, Sunny, like Smiley, and then Sweettooth, because I really like sweets. Everything. And I've like added that into my modeling and everything. And then also just taking the time to go to conventions. I've only done 2 conventions with you guys in the short period that I've worked with you. Like, I mean, I've probably only been around since like March, April this year. Yeah. So like, and I've done 2 conventions in that time, and like it takes a lot of planning, and you want to make sure that you have all of your content ready, and you like you have to work to get people's attention a lot at these conventions and stuff. Like it takes a lot to do this. You can't just walk in, and guys aren't just going to walk up to you. Like it takes a lot. I'm still building up my Instagram. I just started the fan view Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
I just started that up, and I've only got a few followers on there and stuff. But I mean, like, already I'm seeing a profit from that, and I've made a lot of profit off of the conventions and everything. But that didn't come from me just walking in. That took time with the photo shoots, talking to the guys and the women at the conventions and everything like that. Even like finding my own little things that I wanted to sell, my little trinkets and stuff. So it took like I was prepping probably a week in advance for these conventions, for
Right.
just the stuff I was bringing to the conventions.
Mhm.
That's not including the photo shoots. So
Right.
it took a lot. So
And that's what I really wanted to nail down, because you pretty much, you know, you were doing a very, very good job, and I'm very, very proud of you. And I hope you keep it up. And it just, I want people to understand, when you come in, it's not just standing there, you know, like a wallflower, and oh, buy my prints. It's not like that. You have to constantly submit content. You have to constantly be relevant. Your social medias, and if it's not yours, you're sharing somebody else's. You're helping build other models up too. We can't grow and be successful if we don't help each other out. But I am very proud of you, and I just wanted to stress that little piece of information, that you're doing an excellent job. So I thank you for your part. And
Agreed.
Yep, I agree too.
And you are cute and different, and that's something that we look forward to. Like you mentioned, Sunny, everyone's got their own thing, you know. Everyone brings something different to the table, and that's important. Gorgeous girls, we like to say that variety is the spice of life, which we absolutely 1000% think is true. That's why we go through lengths to find that spark, that different image, that uniqueness, that individuality, you know, from every single girl that submits to us. We want to exploit the best and the most caring and the fun and the different. And that's it. That you are different. You are Sunny Sweettooth. And I think if we get enough of you, we're all going to end up with cavities. So I think it's going to be great. I think
or
you
it's not, or at least not, you know, cavity searched at some point.
Me, please.
But yes, you make a great addition, and we are definitely glad to have you on the team.
Definitely.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you are a scare actor, a hauntertainer. Is that what it is?
scare
Can you
actor.
dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So I've been scare acting since 2018. So scare actors are people, like, just to kind of dumb it down a little bit, is somebody who works at a haunted house. So I put on the makeup, I put on the costume, I get in position, and I jump out and I scare people. I've gotten to the point where I've gotten so far into my career that the haunt that I currently work for has given me the ability to design my own costumes. I have my own mask that I use. All of the stuff that I use is my own. The makeup is the only thing that they really provide for me. And it's all like by my preference. I kind of give the models, not the models, but like the makeup artists, like the idea of what I'm looking for, and then they create that and put it on me.
Right.
So I know I recently did a post on my Instagram of a more recent character that I created for the haunt that I work at. And I asked if people would want to see her at like a convention and stuff. I completely designed the corset, the skirt. There's a giant bow on the back that I handmade. All the candy was glued or sewn onto it. All the hair pieces were created. It took me about, I want to say, 50 to 60 hours of work. And I bought the corset, and then I designed it. I added glitter to it. I did all this stuff.
I repurpose a lot of things too.
Yeah. So it's really cool, and I'm really happy with where I've gone in the industry, and I work really closely with a lot of people, and I've made a lot of really cool connections in the business and everything. And it's also just really cool that like everybody, a large majority of the people that I work with know that I do this, and they're insanely supportive, and they think it's the coolest thing in the world and
Mhm.
stuff. So the Haunter community is this amazing community of super supportive people, similar to the GGs.
Mhm.
Like, I just love people that can come together for the same passions.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy doing it. I'm known for, like I mentioned earlier, if you've gone to the conventions, you might have seen me wearing them. I wear knee pads, steel toe boots, and a special pair of gloves, and I do a skill called sliding. I am highly trained in this. I went through multiple training courses. I was trained to stop on a dime. I can turn my body around. I can go from a cartwheel into a slide. I can slide into the splits. I've learned and adapted um, through like the years and everything of me doing this. It's also extremely uncommon to see a female doing it.
Mm.
It's a very predominantly male,
And
male.
I think you're right, because you were the first female slider I've ever seen. I have seen guys do it, but you were
Second
the
for me.
okay.
Second for me. So
There are two female sliders that have become very prominent online recently in the past year, and they're a huge inspiration to the female sliding community. A lot of female sliders have band together, and we talk about it a lot, and we share their content. They inspire me a lot with what I do. I base character choices off of them. I've taken their sliding habits and morphed it into my own personal creations. It's really cool. And a large majority of the sliders that I've met are super supportive, but they're also very gated. And I wish that more sliders were open about what they do, because I see so many people wanting to do it, and they just buy the pads, they buy the boots, they make the gloves, and they go and they do it, and they end up hurting themselves or somebody else. So for anybody out there watching this that wants to do it, please like reach out, train, make sure that you're doing it correctly, because you could think that you're doing it the right way, and then few months down the road find out that you've actually fully damaged your knees because you're not following.
Yeah, you're gonna end up tearing ligaments and everything. You don't want that.
Exactly. Yep. I've met multiple people that have severely injured themselves doing sliding. Um, one of my friends fully wiped out and ripped up the entire side of his face. I had another friend fully pull his groin right before a test. Um, it's a lot. You have to stretch. You have to have the stamina, the drive, the determination to do it.
endurance.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes a lot on your body. I find myself just after even a few minutes of just sliding around, just physically exhausted and in insane amounts of pain.
Being
So,
a entertainer, that's just exhausting because you're constantly going, scaring, and your level is just like way up here, and you're pushing out 50, 60 people, every hour or so, and it's like that takes a lot out of you, and
oh,
not only your voice,
oh yeah.
your body.
Yeah, I can imagine. You've been doing that for what, 7 years now? 6, 7 years?
2025 will be my 7th year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep. Well, what you do is awesome. I think it's really, really cool. But yeah, just be safe about it. Be absolutely safe about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you doing that for as long as you have, that can definitely wear and tear you. So make sure you stay on top of like getting your physicals checked and making sure that everything is where it needs to be when it comes to, your body. You definitely want to pay attention to any signs that might arise. Your health is number one. We look out for you. We want you to be at your best. So yeah, just stay on top of it. But we are very proud of you. We think that your talent is the bee's knees, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She said bee's knees.
You get it? Yeah. I'm funny.
You're such a cheese ball.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so you said that you've been to those conventions with us. Can you name those 2 conventions, and can you tell us which one's your favorite?
Yes. Okay. So I did Horror Hound, and then Scarefest. And I'll probably say that Scarefest was honestly my favorite. I met a lot of really cool people at that one. There were a lot more GGs there. We had so much space. I really appreciated the floor because I was actually able to slide on it. And also just getting to hang out with you guys more. Like, we did that whole weekend trip away, and just being able to just be around you guys more, it just made me feel more a part of the group. Like, I already felt like it, but just being there and being around you guys and everything, I felt a little bit closer, and I definitely think it made me a lot more comfortable.
Definitely.
For sure.
And I did notice you have another little talent too. While we're at one of those cons, you speak other languages. Do you not? Did you speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish.
I told you. I was like, she
I
just
think-
knows some good shit.
Was that Belladonna?
No, that you were talking to a family.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You sold them on a photo op
They came up to
and
me.
several spins.
No, they came up to me and they just went, "We want a photo with you." And I said, "All of us?" And they said, "No, you."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
"Okay, whatever you say, I'll do it." And I got a few photos with that family.
You did.
I
That's why
got some with
I thought I heard you say something and back it to them in Spanish. I was like, does that bitch know Spanish? Is she bilingual?
No, I don't know. I took Spanish for 2 years. I can't remember a lick of it. The only Spanish that I remember is Donde
¿Cómo
está
está?
la biblioteca? And the only reason I remember that is because it's in Deadpool, and he goes right after he goes, and that roughly translates to "I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker," or like "you're gonna fucking die." I'm like, that is not at all what that means, but okay. So
Well,
Okay.
I apologize for my misunderstanding. I said, does she know? Wow.
No, there's hardly a misunderstanding. She was definitely speaking some Spanish words to them fuckers. So kudos. Whatever you remembered, because I know very little as well. Like donde está el baño? That means where is the bathroom? There's como está, how are you?
Yeah.
Bien.
¿Cómo
Okay.
te llamas?
Peso Machado.
What is that?
And that's in the bathrooms all the time on the little signs. It says Peso Machado.
Oh,
I'm sure I'm misenunciating.
I do want to learn Spanish though, because the amount of cruises we've been on to Mexico already, I'm like, I need to know the basics so I can make sure that we're getting from point A to point B. We're traveling and being on the same page and everything. It's important to know so we're not fucking up in the world. But
didn't you have something on your phone for that though?
I did. I was translating on my phone through Google,
Google.
and it wasn't that easy because I had to keep trying to switch back and forth and let him talk and let my phone hear it, and then me talk and then let the phone repeat what I'm trying to say and everything. But what I do want is one of those little TikTok earphone things that are floating around.
I saw those. I was just going to mention that.
exactly what you're talking
I'm like, oh, I want
Yeah.
one of those.
I
Yes,
want one of those too.
yeah, that would definitely make traveling for us on our cruises a breeze. We should definitely hook ourselves up on those.
Or when you're getting your nails done by somebody
I
that
saw
does.
that too. They're spying on the conversations that the nail artists are
What
having.
you say about me?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like these no girl nails, these men nails. Okay.
What the fuck are y'all gonna do when TikTok is gone?
I know. Did you guys hear the news that TikTok's about to? They're gonna.
No.
The
I've
U.S.
heard it's like
is
years.
banning TikTok January 19th
Why?
Okay.
because it's owned by China.
They've said this before though.
Yeah, but they said it because they were hoping that someone would buy it from China.
Oh.
That was the only regulation. That was the only circumstances they were going to have is if the U.S. someone in the U.S. would buy TikTok from China, then it would stick around. But it's China.
Elon Musk has freaking Twitter. Why not TikTok?
I know. But they're afraid that that they're stealing information from us.
Oh, they've been doing that. They'll find all other ways to do it.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, is anyone in any country really safe?
Well, I
Right.
mean, with the whole drone situation
I,
going
I,
too.
I was thinking that too. Then,
Yeah.
these drones are popping up fucking
Yeah.
everywhere. And the government's like, we have no idea where these are coming from. And if you see one, shoot it down. And then we're going to come pick it up.
Suddenly the government's redneck.
I don't know where that came from. You're right. But yeah.
But I will say they are 100% real, because I did have a friend actually call me the other day and say like he was freaking out because he saw one. So I do have a personal friend that has seen them in the area.
Yeah.
But drones
So,
are.
Right.
I mean, you can buy a drone at a store. Everybody.
though
can
these
get them.
ones are like
These are huge.
massive
Oh.
Like,
drones, like
Yeah.
human-sized
Like
drones.
a Starlink kind of size.
yeah, like you could definitely see it floating
Yeah.
around, and it does just not look anything
Not like a
normal.
regular, like
Yeah.
just flying around trying to get like a nice, like
How we know it's not a
view.
weather balloon or a kite?
It's a UFO.
It's
That's
you
what
have
they're
from the
saying.
ocean.
Or am I fucking in a UFO?
I know, right?
But yeah, I'm gonna be sad because I'm seriously obsessed with TikTok. If I'm not on Facebook, I'm hardly on Instagram. I think Instagram's like boring now. I'm on TikTok. I'm finding recipes. I'm watching hilarious videos from
Well, I can
content
find
creators
recipes and
I
ideas on
follow.
Pinterest. I'm a Pinterest whore, so
I'm TikTok whore.
with that being said, nobody hears whores. We just
Ah.
love things. Sunny, can you tell me about your first publication in the magazine? How did it make you feel?
Oh my gosh. That was so funny because I remember you guys telling me that I was going to be a part of it, but I didn't realize till we were at Scarefest that I was actually in it, because all of a sudden you guys were passing it around and I was like, oh, I'm not in it. I'll just sign the cover. And then all of a sudden E-Rock was like, open it up. And I was like, I'm in it. And it's all my slider photos from the first photo shoot that we ever did together. And that made me so excited. I really felt like that was just another part that made me really feel like part of the group
Right.
and everything, like just really involved, and yay. So that was just,
Yay!
oh my gosh, I just was fangirling over it. I was like,
It's me!
I'm in a magazine.
Can you describe to our listeners what was all involved in your first shoot?
Yeah, so we did 4 different areas. We did the bar with some blood shots and some crystal rock candy and stuff. And that was a lot of fun. I had a little like tutu on. It was really cute. It was really fun because Absinthe, you got the fan to like blow my hair and stuff. And I was like, yay. So that was really cool. And then we went out and we got the photos with the skeleton. And that was fun, like leaning on him and stuff. I would have never like imagined. And then I saw the photos and I was like, that is so cool. I love
He's
that.
massive. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. I already felt short and then I stood next to him.
I know, right?
Yeah. And then we went out. Yeah.
Didn't E-Rock give you some type of weapon to use as a prop?
That was in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, the second shoot we did, we went out into the forest and I did like a stalky photo shoot where it was almost like I was stalking myself.
yourself.
Like I was running from myself, but I was also chasing myself.
Fun.
So it was really cool to have like the exact same pose, but one I'm like, and the other one I'm like. So it was really cool to do that.
And you got bloody for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, we did a little bit of blood on that one. I definitely want to do some more bloody shoots. I do have one in the works right now that I'll be pulling out next year at conventions. We just wanted to get some more shoots done with it. But it's a movie slasher type one. So like movie theater, popcorn, blood splatter type. So I'm really excited to see where that one goes. We're gonna play around with that one some more too.
Time out. We have reached our halfway mark, and you know what that means, Chaotica?
FMK.
FMK.
FMK. Do you know what FMK is?
Not.
Oh my goodness. We're going to school you, honey. It
Okay.
means Iraq.
Fuck, marry, kill.
FMK. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. So I'm going to give you 3 choices, my lovely little sweet tooth there. 3 choices. You got to tell me who you're going to fuck, marry, kill. Well, since it's about the holiday times, I figured we go some holiday villains. So I figured I'll give you Grinch, Oogie Boogie, and Ebenezer Scrooge. Who are you going to fuck, marry, kill?
Those are easy.
Okay.
Who you gonna kill?
Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with killing Scrooge.
Well, yeah.
Just don't
I got
think I could do the whole bah humbug thing. And I don't like the cold, and he seems like the type of the person that likes to be in the
Yeah, he doesn't like
cold.
to spend a lot of money to heat up his home.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm definitely a warm person. Okay. I think I would fuck the Grinch. I feel like he would do some funky, kinky shit in
Agreed.
bed.
He
And
knows,
I'd be down.
he knows how to get the Whoville pipes.
Maybe you like an onion.
Yeah, so that means you're gonna marry Oogie Boogie.
I like to play games. I'm big on playing games. I do really enjoy games, and he seems like the type that would always keep me on my toes with stuff. And also, like, Halloween candy.
I know.
I feel like
Yeah.
he would have a bowl of treats somewhere.
Oh,
And I've always
definitely.
been a girl with insects.
Oogie Boogie, he's made up of bugs.
That's what she just
So-
said.
Your candy is gonna get tainted.
But as long as I get to play with the roaches, I do really enjoy playing with roaches.
See, she likes
No.
playing with bugs.
No,
Why?
no.
Yeah. I keep telling my friends I'm going to get a tarantula. I'll bring them to conventions.
Here.
I actually have a friend. Her name's Mary from the Backwoods Oddities. She has a ton of spiders and scorpions, and she feeds them cockroaches. Well, she'd gone to work, and one of her hissing cockroaches actually crawled into her purse, and she took it to work with her.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm like, no, thank you.
I would've
Nope.
yeah.
I slept at the house once. She goes, do you see that's right here? And it looked like a freaking softball. And it's like, and she goes, do you see that right there? I said, that ball thing? And she goes, yeah. She goes, that's, I don't know what the name is, but the thing, this giant thing was a tarantula. I'm like, oh, hell's bells. No, I am not.
Okay, maybe not that one that big.
Oh,
Like, if it looks like it could eat me, maybe not.
she's got a lot of beautiful spiders, a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
scary looking spiders.
Yeah.
I just love spiders. I think they're so pretty.
I think they're pretty when they're dead and in a container to look at. And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty one. Pretty dead. Pretty dead. All right, so there you have it. There's our FMK for you guys.
Yay.
That's always fun.
Definitely.
So you have not yet made it on the cover of a Gorgeous Girls issue. What are you planning on doing to change that?
So these next couple months, I've got a bunch of photo shoot stuff that I'll be doing. My next goal is to get my own calendar together. I have some already, but I would like to start up my own calendar. And then starting to go to more conventions. I just really want to be more involved, and I really want to work for that spot. Like,
Right.
and I mean, like you guys said earlier, like, and stuff, like, that I will work to Like, I don't want things to just be handed to me. I want
Right.
to prove that I deserve that spot. And I
Right.
feel like that's going to conventions, and
Mhm.
that's actively posting and creating new content
Mhm.
and always like showing up.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Absolutely. You nailed it right on the dot. All
Yep.
of those things you just said are very crucial if
Mhm.
you want to be on the cover of one of our issues,
Mhm.
if you want to be sort of like the main talent at one of our events or something, or to be the gorgeous girl of the fucking year, because
Yeah.
we definitely do that. And so far, I've gotten to be a GG of the year, and then Chaotica. So we have no idea who's going to be the next GG of the year. And but the only way that you're going to be able to be that is through all of the hard work, the determination,
Mhm.
have that fire literally lit under your
Lit,
ass.
right. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
know not
Yes.
everybody can make it to every con, and that's not what we're asking for. We're asking you to
No,
stay relevant, to continue to post, to continue
all
to
of
be
it.
involved in any
Yeah,
way, shape, or form.
right.
Oh,
It
yeah.
all plays a big factor. How much effort you are involved in with the GGs and sharing content, being present online as well as in person. Those are big, big, big factors. So, you no, it's not handed to you. You have to really fucking work
Mhm.
your ass off for it.
Oh, yeah.
And we have, and I'm tickled to death that Chaotica got to take the reign after me, and I look
You
forward to
pushed me
seeing
into it.
who's. Oh, I did. Yeah, I love you. But yeah, I mean, we worked our asses off for that shit.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
no joke, man, no joke at all. We're blood, sweat, and tears, literally, to
Oh,
to
yeah.
to be able to own a crown and a sash and to just be,
And all those before us too. I mean,
yes, oh
it's a
God,
whole different
absolutely.
ballgame these days. It's a whole
Oh,
different
it is.
ballgame
It is. It
because
definitely.
the media platforms are ever changing, always changing. There's
Always.
always evolving and new ones, and like we just discussed, TikTok possibly going bye-byes.
Yeah.
But we have to reinvent
Always.
ourselves, which is one. These podcasts is another way to reach out, and show off our talents and whatnot.
Our talents.
Right?
Our
Some of us have
talents or
great
talents?
talents.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. So, is that something that you would also strive other than being on a cover? Are you wanting to be a GG of the year eventually, or what?
Yeah. I would for sure strive to do that. I think that that would be a really cool honor to have, just to like say, and also like, because I'm just gonna go on a little tangent here. So the first convention that I ever worked was Horror Hound, and Absinthe, I'd already kind of met you a little bit, but Kanika, that was my first time ever meeting you,
Mhm.
and seeing the two of you work together and the way you were talking to people, it really made me strive to want to be like that.
Mhm.
It really showed me how much I was gonna have to work and put into climbing the ladder. And
Absolutely.
um, I think that I have the determination and the drive to do it. For me, it's really just a time thing. I
Right.
mean, as all of you know, like I'm a big workaholic. I really dive into my work. I'm normally working at least 3 other jobs at one time. Um, like it took us so long for me to get on here, just working with my schedule. But um, I will continue if whenever I have time, I'm doing stuff. I mean, hell, right before this, I was filming content for my fan view and
Right.
uploading and scheduling things. I'm trying to post at least 2 uh some photos once a week, videos. I'm trying to do stuff all the time and stay on
I'm
top.
so glad that you're mentioning it and putting it towards because I need all our GG families, all our girls and models to understand it is almost a full-time job in itself to be relevant to, and it's not like it used to be back in the day when I first started. At any given moment, we had between 5 and 10 models by a booth. Can you imagine that? 5 or 10 models given at the booth. And
It was a
all of us,
tight
all the
squeeze.
girls would, I mean, there used to be to where it's like you engage them to sell things and you had a top seller every weekend. And all of a sudden those numbers started to dwindle and we needed to pick up our new, set of girls. We needed to evolve. and we needed to do things differently. So Absinthe and I really carved out a big piece of of it for a year almost by ourselves.
Certainly did.
Almost
2 years. And with you coming
Pretty
on
close
and
to two.
Casca and Belladonna and
Oh,
Liz
yeah.
Stiletto still involved. We've had other models come in and go. Cyanide, she's been in on here as well. We
Miss
just
Kitty.
we need Miss Kitty. We need a lot of girls to stay
But we
involved
get it.
and
We
engaged.
get it. Life happens, and we encourage you guys to fulfill your lives, to do what it takes to be able to support yourselves and get your your personal name out there, your business, whatever, but it does take a lot to rearrange things and to work around the Gorgeous Girl schedule to especially get the time off of work. We cannot live without working. You have to earn a paycheck to be able to pay for the roof of your head and the food in your stomach and the toys for the kids, or whatever, clothes on your back, whatever, life. We get it. That is why we think for the Gorgeous Girls, it is important to get our schedule out there as early as possible.
Early as possible, yeah.
This gives them all the opportunity to make
Work around
requests
it.
way before these events pop up. So honestly, there really can't be an excuse as to, I just found out about this. Oh, my dear, we put it out there a long time ago. So you could have requested that a long time ago,
Yeah.
But we do understand and we appreciate the time that everyone does take out, of their busy schedules to come to our conventions or even our private events, just to hang out and party with us. We absolutely 1000%.
We have to work our asses off before we can party.
I know. Oh my God.
Before I gotta work during the fucking party.
What? Just you? What about
You
me?
do too.
Oh my God. Yes, when we do our own our parties or our annual Gorgeous Girls Camp Out, it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of hard work. And at the end of it all, when it's all said and done, it was a good fucking time, and it's worth it when
That's when you start playing the Barney song. Clean up, everybody. Gotta clean up.
I wish.
It's well worth it at 6 o'clock on a Saturday when you say,
I'm off duty.
I'm off duty. I am fucking partying.
Yeah,
And you throw a chair.
Yep, he rocked on that Saturday.
Go all
he
in,
clocks
balls out.
Yep. He'll do a little bit in the morning, go make shit that, make sure shit's where it needs to be. And then after a certain time, he's just like, I'm throwing in the towel. It's nothing but party central from here on out. So you cannot expect him to help you find something. If you're looking for something, it's going to be gone. If you're hoping that, he'll clean a dish for you
or take your picture.
Yeah, or even take a picture. This guy, you're gonna have to find somebody else because he's partying.
Take a selfie.
Yeah, he'll take a fucked up, funny ass selfie. I think the best selfies that you took last year were with you and all the people that y'all were all pretending that you're on a roller coaster. Mike, Liz, they were all pretending they were on a roller coaster. They were so
was hysterical. That was
those ended up being really good photos.
I'm sorry I missed that.
And we kept getting people join in.
I know. It's like someone just kept adding. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
I was sick that weekend.
Yeah, you were. I went out and got you medicine. I remember that.
Yeah.
My poor boo-boo.
But it was still a good time.
But it is.
What do you have to look forward to, Sunny? Are you going to come to the GG camp out or at least try to?
Yeah. So the last one, I actually had just joined. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks beforehand.
Right.
I unfortunately was already fully booked out at another job.
Right.
But I know we talked about it, and you guys keep it the same, like try to keep it about the same weekend every year and stuff.
Yep,
so I've already got it in the books. And I will be there next year, hopefully for the whole weekend, but if not for the whole weekend, and for at least one day and night. So
excellent.
Yeah, we get
it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what he said. We do get fucked up and do fucked up shit.
Yeah, I heard some stories.
Especially Truth or Dare. Now that can get to be some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, because I only do
a lot
Dare.
of kissing going on.
I think it's fun though.
I do
Certain
too.
truths that you get to learn about people, and you're like, oh, God.
I usually do. I
That's,
usually do the
that's a safe
dares.
way.
It's not. It don't have to be that safe. Like, who'd you rather fuck? You know, put someone on
Yeah.
the spot. That's like, ooh, you know, it's juicy.
I've done that. I did that to Erec the very first
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
But yes, at the end of the day, it really is all worth it. But you have to pay attention when we post that schedule. It's there for you to look at, to arrange, you know, being at those times. But make it happen. It can happen. You just have to pay attention and to move things around. Talk to your boss, request the time off, and remember, you know, you still will need those funds too to be able to get to and from. Gas ain't a joke. We know gas prices are no joke, but we also want you guys to keep in mind that we do look out for each other. We are a Gorgeous Girls family. We are a fucking fucked up, awesome,
Dysfunctional family we are.
amazing family. And we, one way or another, we will work with you guys. We will see if we can come pick you up or meet at a spot, and then, you know, and carpool or do whatever we got to do. You know, sometimes you got to show up way early so that way you can be at the events. That's fine. We accommodate to you guys.
I have a question.
Yep.
What is it?
I have a question. Sunny, the question's for you. Yes. If you have the opportunity to work with any of the GGs, collab with in a photo shoot, who would it be?
That's so hard.
Joke on it.
What?
I told her to joke on it.
It's my chocolate.
Are you
It's
okay?
the first time drinking hot chocolate.
No, I'm good. Yep, you answer that question. That's a good question. Put her on the spot.
I know me and Belladonna got really close. And we definitely had a lot of similar interests, talking about different things that we both really loved. And just looking at her shoots and stuff, I just loved what she was doing. And it just inspired me to want to do similar things, and possibly just collab with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because
Yeah.
she's fairly as new as you are.
Yeah,
So that's
she's
good. And
so awesome.
that's a good way to make a quick friendship, to really get to know someone, is when you're both starting out. We're like, what do we both do? We have no idea. We have to learn
Next
together.
thing you know, you're naked and rubbing each other with blood.
Yeah,
She got to do that with Kitty.
I did. Oh, that was a really good time. It was squishy. It kept making like little fart noises and stuff, like rubbing on each other. It was great. But yeah, it is a fun way to get to know someone. So that's great. You want to hang out with Belladonna, and maybe you can shoot her a message, and you guys can create a date and come up here and we can shoot you guys.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I would absolutely love that.
We'll have Chaotica come up too, and she can help shoot you as well. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can definitely, you know, start talking it out and start coming up with some concepts. That will be fun for the magazine.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot one more time. Of all the GGs, and I'm sure you've perused the magazines and the websites and whatnot, can you tell me what GG sticks out for you as far as her content and her work?
Honestly, you, Chaotica.
Oh, wait,
yes. The first thing that I ever really saw of yours was the like toxic waste candy shoot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that just, oh my gosh, that just opened my mind to so many different things that I wanted to do, and I just was obsessed with it. And then seeing you do Miss Piggy, and then the sweet and spicy mystery bags, I just absolutely loved it. And just like the little pastries that you did, just like all of it, just you have this whole personality that you do, and you take but you can do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I've really loved that, just looking at all of your photos and going through the magazine and seeing everything that you've done. Like,
she's incredibly talented and accomplished.
I just like I have no words for the things that I've seen you do. And just your content is so cool, because like 1 second you're giving like dominatrix and the next you're giving like submissive, and I just love it. And you just have this whole horizon of things that you do, and it's just truly a huge inspiration to me and has given me so many ideas of things that I want to do and try. So
Well, thanks. That was very touching.
I'll
I
touch you.
appreciate it immensely, more
Yeah,
than
well,
you know.
I'll touch you, yeah.
Yeah, that's my best friend right there in the whole world.
Yeah.
And I think she underestimates her value and her worth, and she needs to remind herself just how fucking talented and amazing she is.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And you really do, Chaotica. It's not just me and you that feed off each other. I think when you are present in a room and there's anyone else around us or whatever, they feed off of it too. You really, like, you help make the room better. Like you are uplifting, and you are as Sunny Sweettooth is bright, so are you. You are literally a sparkle, and you make so many people smile, and you remind people to stay calm, cool, and collective. And I know that Casca mentioned it too, but you can literally pull people out of panic attacks,
Mhm.
out of their own uncomfort zones, like I've seen you're just a miracle bitch. You're a miracle woman. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh yeah.
I know you work with medicine on the side, but like you are literally medicine, honey. You are just what the doctor ordered. You are that spoonful of sugar that we all fucking need, and
Very flavorful.
and Sunny's right. You are very inspirational, and you've done a lot in the magazine. You're very creative. You can go from very sweet, bubbly, pink to rotten to the core, oozing, goozing, toxicity, and that's brilliant. And not a lot of people can push that kind of talent, and you do. So,
This is supposed to be about Sunny, not about me. Anyways,
I know. But we're both
Well, Sunny
agreeing.
turned it around on you.
She
So.
I know she did.
Pointed off
That
fingers
made me
at you.
cry.
And let's not forget, as much as, we are interviewing Sunny, but we are, being reminded, the year is almost over. We are cutting it down to the last wire. And this is your last moments of being, the GG of the year. And I just want to remind you, I want, the gorgeous girls to remind you that we love you and we appreciate you. And your talents have been nothing short of amazing.
See, she's doing it. It didn't do that. Remember how it did that for
No, it doesn't like us.
I think you have to be on a phone.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it seems like everybody that was on a phone,
It's bullshit.
Do you think it's iPhone more than Droid?
It was doing it for my phone that one time. So I think it's any phone.
Because I know every time they went like this.
I know.
Nothing.
Yeah, you remember the first podcast that was doing it? Weren't we doing it on the computer?
We did.
Because it kept giving a thumbs up, remember?
Right, the thumbs up.
I would talk with my hands and the little thumb.
In the bar.
Yep.
If you haven't seen episode 1, go back and see it. See how much we have changed.
I don't know. People say they liked when we just stood there and talked. But,
Well, get ready for our New Year's podcast, because we're going to be a lot of just swaying and talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, woo.
But, Sunny, I am so glad that you joined us, and I'm so glad you put into words the amount of work and dedication you put in, because that is really what's behind the meat and potatoes of being a GG, is the constant work. It doesn't just come freely to you. Just because you send a picture off your phone to E-Rock doesn't mean it's going to evolve into the massiveness of what everything is that every other GG does. So I'm so glad that you put that into words. And I can see potential in you and helping other girls grow as well. So please continue your good work and your good ethic and your beautiful, smiley, sunny, Sweettooth self. So I learned from you as much as I do being a GG myself. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sunny, can you let our viewers know where they can find you, follow you, and send you gifts or money or anything? What do you got out there?
Yeah. So you guys can follow me on Instagram at Sunny_Sweettooth. You can also find me on FanView. I have it linked in my Instagram bio. So yeah, go give me a follow, show your support. I should also have a PayPal also linked in my Instagram bio. We're still testing that out to see if it works right now. But if anybody wants to test it, feel free to. So, because like they said, gas is expensive.
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
Costumes
a lot.
expensive. Costumes are expensive.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
if not
Yeah.
more than gas. Shit.
And if people don't
Hotels
know,
and cons are
Oh my
expensive.
gosh, yeah.
right? And if people don't know, FanView is similar to that of OnlyFans. It's a newer platform. Gorgeous Girls has one, which Sunny has one. A couple of the other Gorgeous Girls have one now as well. So
I don't know what it is, so I don't have one yet.
I don't either.
It's like OnlyFans, but they allow a little bit more.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
give or
And
take.
from my understanding, they don't take as big a cut. I was exploring it a little bit more today, and they take a small fee from every purchase, and that just kind of adds up. Like for every $25, it's like $3.50 that they take back. Like it's
like OnlyFans is like 20% or something like that.
yeah,
I think.
they take like 25% of your profit, like every single time.
What's profit?
So yeah, we'll get a fan view. I posted a link. Get a fan view.
I'll
And then
have to have somebody walk me through it because old
We'll
dog
help you
needs
out.
some new tricks.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and close out. This is episode 42 of the Gore Horror Hour. Thank you so much, Sunny Sweettooth, for letting us interview you. And we want to let everybody know that we will be doing an extended cut. So stay tuned. And
Follow us
we'll
on the
see you on the dark
Patreon.
side.
You won't want to miss this hot and steamy little bit.
Yep. Enjoy the photos of Miss Sunny.
Bye.